poorly this goes. Okay, so we have black, and I've been reading up on the Chinese, so I have some. I have some new like tech in the Chinese opening that I want to try out. So we're going to go for those lines, hopefully, if our opponent allows us. Okay, so we play c16, which normally tempts me to play e16 sooner or later, but... Okay, so our opponent's not letting us go for the Chinese in any way, shape, or form. Okay, so like, if we play O4, R3, R2, R4, S2, and then he grabs R9, which is where our stone should be, then what do we get in exchange? In exchange, we get to go D4 or E16, or maybe both, if we keep Sente somehow. I could just go for E16 right away, let him grab R2, or sorry, R3, R2, R4, P2, comes up to a similar result. Yeah, sure, let's just see what happens. This game has already gone kind of wacky with Q5 on move 2, so let's dial up the wackiness even a bit more. Okay, so he grabs the last corner. So maybe he's planning on mirroring. Never mind, that was a dumb thing to say. These stones would have to be inverted for this to be a real mirror. So I'm okay with him getting E17 here. That's a fine result after F17. So clearly I actually want to respond in the bottom right. O4. Yeah, that leads to a reasonable game. So he's going to play R3 now. Or not. Okay, he's not playing R3. He's playing O6, which is kind of a strange move. So I think I definitely want R5 here. If I go for something like this to prevent any sort of framework, then he grabs R3, R3, S2. Okay, like what happens if I just grab R9 now? R9, R3, R4, S2, and it's almost as if we had played the Chinese Fuseki and then he'd invaded at Q4. Yeah, that's actually okay. This is definitely odd, but... he might play R7. Okay. So what happens if I play R6 now? R6, O3, P4, I'm wondering if there's a tactic here, right? Like if I go R6, O3, P4, then if he connects up at N3, that's certainly very threatening, but I'll have an equally threatening move around P6. Whereas if he just responds normally to this with like Q6 back here, yeah, okay, that's the line. I go here, he goes Q6. I have to back up, otherwise I'm just the Q6 the R6 Q6 exchange does nothing if I just throw the stone away. So I back up here, and then O3 doesn't have the weakness at P6 anymore. So I guess I have to just do this. And if he wants to play on M4, I'm happy to make third line territory from this group. And if he plays m3, or that. Okay, well, one of us is getting tricked here. I'm not sure which one. P4, Q2, Q4. That doesn't end well for white, does it? Q2, Q4, P2. He's at 1, 2, 3, 4 liberties. I'm at 1, 2, 3, 4 liberties. And I have the move. If he plays O2 instead of P2, then O3 connect, N2, and I've got the same lead. Okay, so that's not going to work. What if he plays Q4, I connect, and then he plays O2? No, that doesn't work either for the same reason. Sure, I don't see anything wrong with just playing P4 here. Okay, so do I grab M4 first before grabbing O3? Like if I go M4, he connects, and then I play O3. Then when he cuts at M3, yeah, that's purely a win. Yeah, gotta do it. The M3 cut does not work, I don't think. And that stone is obviously very useful now. Okay, so he's pressing down Q10. I still have R6 open for later. I'm totally fine with just going along R10. I don't think he can honey at R11 here safely, correct? So I'll go here. If he honeys now at R12, then I'm happy to just play R6. Aiming also at the cut at P5. In fact, maybe I just do this. No, I don't want to let him get R11. R11 is actually really valuable here. Okay, so now do I R6 or do I R13? If I R6, is that Sente? No, Q6, Q7, or Q6, R7. And then he can just play R13 or R12 anyway. So I guess I R12 now. Sorry, R13 now. Okay. So he's blocking R6. That's fine. There's still some Aji here for sure, especially around S6. In fact, S6 just plain out works. It's not even Aji. It's just straight up just works. But I don't think it's the most important thing to do right now. I think somewhere around here is actually really important. I may just play F3, and then if he pincers at K3, then just double pincer here. Otherwise, just back up right away to J4. Seems good. What do we know about our opponent? He plays a ton. Okay, so he is actually going to just back up. He's going to let us grab J4 if we want it. We still have D14-ish available to us. J4 is obviously too huge a move to pass up. There's no way I'm ever not playing J4 here. In this position, if he wants to play sure. If he wants to play E3, F4, that's kind of good for him, but I'm not gonna worry too much about that. This seems like a bad move. It just fixes our weakness. Like we had a weakness at M3. We had some Aji there, and now I can just play L3 for free. M5 is also a possibility, but I don't need to risk anything in this position. I think he's probably just going for thickness up here. Like he's going to go either L5 or M5 here. Is L5 Sente? No, it's not. So he's probably going to go M5. Expect me to connect at M3. And then he'll play somewhere around here to make a large scale center. Which isn't a terrible plan, but I feel like it's too open. And I still, like, this is a huge area of the board. Okay, so that is exactly what he's going to do. Do I want to play M3 or K3? If I just do K3, he captures at M3, I connect at M2. What are the advantages? The advantages are I never have to worry about odd G at like K3 or K4. You give up a couple points, and I give up the odd G at L4, L5. Yeah, because if I do this and he plays K4 right now, that's also still kind of Sente, and then he Hanes at J5. I think I'd rather do this. Let him capture at M3 if he wants to. This feels like an overall stronger position than what we had otherwise. Yeah, this is a little loose now. I could even just Tanuki here. If he plays H4, that's fine. H3. Maybe P13 first, just to limit the potential here. Because right now he still has like Q13 for big points. So you can just go here first, force a Hane at P13, and then go for D14. Okay, so he does go for the Hane, great. So D14, he still has P14, but that's okay. I'll just respond with like Q17. I've got tons of territory there. Yeah, D14 can't be beat here. It's a huge move. Okay. He wants to play the E17 F17 exchange, which I'm happy to do. He's getting corner territory, but I'm already sitting at 2 corners with potential for another. K16 becomes a huge double-sided point, and if he doesn't grab it, then this area is wide open for reduction. So his whole game plan feels like it's falling apart to me. Okay, so the real question is he going to go around K16? Okay, so he's not. He is going to go for P15. I am a little bit afraid of R17, actually. For that reason, I would like to play something like R16 here. Or even Q17. Actually, Q17 is better. If he plays O16, I don't have to respond to it at all. Yeah, I like Q17 here. It makes K16 even huger. He can't really play K16 anymore because of the cut. Yeah, Q17 seems fine here. And of course the 3-3 doesn't work anymore. Okay. Is he G-caching already here? Or is he just going for R14? Yeah, okay, he's just going for R14. That's nothing for us to worry about. I'll go here, he'll connect up at q14, he'll have reduced the corner, but then we'll just play either k16 or l16, probably l16. And be quite happy still. I could probably, no, I can't. Yeah, this is enough. S6 is starting to be really important later on because I am a little bit worried about S8. But at the moment, not a threat. So he can dive in at S16 here, reduce the territory by a bit. But having M16 here is really huge. If I play M16 and he dives in at O16, then O17 and 16 does work, serious work. This is too huge of an extension, obviously, but I don't really want to... This is where his thickness is, not here, so I'm willing to give this guy a more secure extension. Like, probably L16 would have been more balanced, but, you know, here I don't want the balance. He's really all in on the center territory. Okay. What's the goal here? Is the goal here just to grab the corner? Because if that's it, then I'm fine with that. I'll gladly just take either R7 or S6. I'm trying to distinguish between them. I guess R7's a little bit more ambitious with the P5 cut. If he plays Q6, okay, he's going for that immediately. I feel like he's playing a lot of Ajikeshi. That's fine. I'm just choosing between these 2 points. There's not too much to distinguish them. Both of them obviously live. Okay. Well, he protected the P5 cut and gave up Sente. So, okay, we have a buffet of good options here. So I really want to neutralize all the thickness he's built up here. Love to do something like this, or this, or even this, or this, or this, or this. S6 was bad. I don't think... I think it's worth a... I think it's worth a significant amount of points. If I don't play S6 and he cuts at S7, then I have to play S8. And then he captures this entire thing. The good thing is that he actually had to play Q6, it's Sente, because this cut at P5 is a real thing. So I'm not giving up that much. S6, I'm just giving up the Aji of the P5 cut in exchange for quite a lot of points. You think it's too small, even though it's Sente? I mean, I definitely could be wrong, but that's my instinct. Okay, so what's the biggest point here? There's so many big points to choose from. L13 seems fine. It helps build up my top as well. Yeah, I do think it is Sente. If it's not Sente, then I 100% agree with you. I 100% agree that it's too small if it's Gote, but I think it is Sente. So what's the biggest move I can play here? L13 is one option, D10 is another option, C15 is another option, although probably not the right option. H5, K10 even. K10 is the most ambitious, but there's no need to invade here. I'm enough ahead, I think, that I can just calmly play L13. Okay, so he invades immediately at m17. I'm definitely going to push him in this direction, obviously. Build up the perfect thickness here. Do I even need to try to kill here? Not really, right? Like, okay, maybe he crosscuts at L16. Which is kind of interesting. But most likely he's just going to play at N17. I'll let him push around at N16. Building up thickness for the L13 stone. Yeah, I agree with you, Rodokun. This guy's not playing optimal. Okay, so he is going for the crosscut. It wasn't actually about N17 at all. Okay, well then we have an interesting set of decisions here. If he plays N6, so I'm pretty sure I'm playing K17 here. If he plays N16 and I go up, then he goes N17. Yeah, he's gonna. Yeah, there's no way this ends. Oh, okay, then, okay. He's gonna play M15. He's gonna let me make all the territory I want, but he's gonna get M15, N15 in Sente, and target the L13 stone. Problem is L13 has like so much room to jump, I can treat it lightly, I can do so many things. I could also just preempt that by playing M15 myself. The problem is what happens after K17, L18, K18. Actually, that's totally fine. Actually, that's fine in either case. So I think I can just do this. If I can end this in Sente, settle the top, and get C8. Yep, I'm not sure C8 is exactly the right point, but somewhere around C8 for sure. Yeah, I agree. I agree. And the way that he's playing it, I'm gonna get to like settle the top and end this at the same time, because he's kind of playing right into Black's plan here. K17, K15, O16. O16 or O15? No, O16. He may just give up on this, play like O16 himself, in which case I'll be happy to just... I probably need another move at that point to settle the Q17 group. Like maybe S16 or something. That's still okay. Okay. So of his limited options, he went with probably the worst one. I can Hane here safely. Not worry about anything because he has to play K15, so I'm J15. Yeah, this is not looking pretty for white at all. Yeah. Yeah, no kidding. The only strong part of white's position is this thickness here, which he has not addressed at all because of L13. Like, he treated L13 completely wrong. Sure. Is he gonna go for L14 here? Like, if I go here, is he gonna go for L14, capture, and then boom, yeah, probably. Okay, this is fine too. That's fine. I don't care if he connects up here. I'm just gonna grab S16 here, I think. I still have tons of Aji around N16. This is a solid connection. Yeah, I feel like black can't really lose anymore. Unless something dramatic happens, of course. Which it always does. Okay. Killing his Aji there. I can now just net with J14. I have no more weaknesses left on the board. I probably don't need to play Q18. Like, what's the worst thing you can do? R18. I respond with Q18, Q19. Yeah, there's a slight threat there. I'm not gonna risk it. Should I be worried about S18? I feel like this group has to be alive, but I don't really see an easy way to live after S18. Well, anyway. I'm certainly not investing move in it now. Sure, that's a big point. I'm not going to pull the M3 trick here, I'm just going to connect here. All the thickness he wants here doesn't really matter anymore. Do I have to worry about G3? Tanuki G3, F2, E2, H2 capture. Nope, I don't have to worry about it. Yeah, so I'm not gonna worry about G3. The move is either like D2 or somewhere around here. I think I'm gonna go for somewhere around here. I feel like it has good synergy with C15, which is still a huge move, and Sente. So now the question is just which exact move should I have here? I think I'm gonna base it around if he plays C14 and I play C13, D13. What's the perfect extension here? The perfect extension will be 1, 2, 3 spots away, so one of these two. Just going to arbitrarily pick D9 over C9. Ryota-kun says steal the corner instead. Yeah, I could. I feel like D9 is bigger though. White has very little territory, correct. I mean, he's got a little bit in the corner here, and he'll probably get this corner. And he'll probably scrape together like a decent 10 or 15 points out of here. Like all he needs is one move around L10 and he's looking at something. But he's definitely behind. Okay, so I'm going to start here with C15. I definitely want to see how he responds to this before I decide how to deal with D11. Yeah, D9's not entirely, yeah, exactly. D9's not exactly meant to make territory. It's more meant to reduce, like you said. I didn't want him to, like, you know, make moves around D11 in Sente and then grab K10 and then threaten something here as well. Yep, yeah, exactly. Just reduce the potential to nil. That's the plan. I think he thinks he's setting up a ladder breaker here, but he's not, because I can net him. But I wouldn't put it past him to think that that's what he's doing. Okay, so he's jumping out here, which is fine. I think I can just jump out with him. I have enough room to make eyes. It's possible that D8 and D9 was a little too far, though. Yeah, I probably would have been more comfortable if I played D9 and D10. But it's still okay. So he's going to try to close me in on this side, which is okay because I can still poke in from here. I'm just going to settle this group here. I don't need to do anything fancy. I agree. Can I do B18, B17, and B14? Yeah, I think that works. The trick is that I'm threatening C17 here. So he has to deal with C17. Sure, that can come first. So then B12 connects out. Like, this is all predicated around C18 killing. Which it seems he disagrees with. Well, anyway. I still have this move. Okay, so I think C17 has some... Oh, sorry, C18 has some real scary potential. He's probably going to play around here. Yeah, he's definitely trying to build something. The question is, like, does he actually have a corner anymore? Does he need to move here? Okay. Do I want to go for C18? Whoa, holy, sorry, I almost fell off my chair. Do I want to go for C18 right now? No, I don't. How big of a reduction can I hope for here? can go for M11. If he plays M12, I have the threat of L12. So if he just goes M10, then I've just reduced him to whatever's here. Should be enough. Okay, so he's not going for M12. Or sorry, for M10, he's going for M12. So if I play here now, I can trade in this stone for a lot of forcing moves around the K column. Points in the center are never as big as they look, though. Okay, can I just go here now? No, I don't need to. If I just go here and he captures, and I go K10, he can't cut there. F7 is starting to be really big, or F8, F7, same thing. Okay, so if I go here, he can't go K12, right? Correct. Okay. So is now the time to go for this. Or rather for this. He captures, I capture. He needs a move here. So that's just small fry points, not really urgent. I could take this now. And aim for G12 next. Okay, well, G12 doesn't quite work anymore. Or does it? No, G12 doesn't work anymore because of J12. What, you want me to grab C3 now? Yeah, I could. Well, it's running really long time. I think something like this is pretty big too, though. Oh, you mean D2? Sure, I can do that too. I will. I'll do it soon. I just want to, hold on, is K12 a thing here? No, it's not. Yeah, D2 is fine. So this is going to be his territory. Pretty much all of it. He's not doing himself any favors here. I could even just grab C3 now, not even worry about this cut here. Yeah, I think that's the play. This is bigger than G2. Sure. I could play h2 now. No, there's no need to. Oh man, I really gotta watch my time. I could go for c17, but I don't feel I need to anymore. There's no reason not to. I'm not gonna try to kill. I'm just gonna use it to get like e18 in Sente. Top corner not alive? Maybe not. I don't see any easy way to kill it though. Okay. If he goes b2, then I have a5, so I'm not worried about b2. I'm pretty sleepy. Okay, so he agrees about b2. So now I can just grab b1. So now let's see how he handles c18. If he even remembers about it. Okay, so he doesn't, well, he probably does remember about it, but he's offering a trade here. So now even if I do lose this corner, which I don't think I do, but maybe I do, at least I do it in Sente. At least I get it in exchange for it. But no, I don't think I'm going to lose it. I see a couple of living lines, like if he plays r17, s17, q19, Atari. Yeah. Okay, so he's not even going to try. Okay, so we're actually going to get out of this in Sente and then kill with c17, and he'll probably resign at that point. Oh no, this isn't going to be Sente. Never mind. Oh, in fact, he's going for the ko. Interesting. Okay, I didn't actually see that. That's my mistake. But I still have, again, I still have this. If he plays c17 in response, I'm happy to just give up that one stone, grab p19, and erase some territory there. So we're still okay. And then if he does kill this, then we just grab c17 and make a fairly even trade. Is this a co-threat? Yeah, it probably is. Is it though? It's the worst he can do. He can play b9, or b10 rather. No, I don't actually think it's a co-threat. Ah, we just didn't make the time control. So we're down to 2. So now I can do this, pretty much secure my eye. And even if we lose these, again, we still have c17. He's probably looking for a way to kill these. Probably something like b8. Or c8 rather. c8's much more likely. Well, not that likely. The fact that he has a6 there is actually really helpful for him. But yeah, I think I have enough space. Especially since e6 is like pseudo-sente. Why don't I just respond to the co-threat and play q7? Yeah, I don't know. I think that corner's probably worth more than q7. Okay, I think we grab there, that's the plan. Then when he plays a10, that was probably a bad move. Yeah, that was a bad move. I should have played like a9. But that might be an even worse response. Yeah, it's a worse response. The problem is that he can't play a10 anymore now. If I go here and he plays a10, I throw in at a9, and he's dead. So yeah, that was a bad move for him. And I've got another eye here. So, yeah, he's kind of screwed. Hey, I'm a cutie. Haven't seen you in a while. So I think he should have just played a10 there, and then he might be onto something. I'd have to either just trade for c17 or run and try to make an eye with e6, which is, to be fair, possible. So if I go here and he goes c8, then I go e10. I have a bunch of options. Oh, or he does that. I can't go here. And if I go here and he goes c8, this game is not close at all as long as I live here. I want to use the Agi at e6 rather, really. And I'm going to run out of time. I'm down to sudden death. So I want to go here. He's going to go c8. I feel like I can probably get at least Seki out of that, right? Like if I go here, now this would be bad, because then he just goes a8, capture, throw in center. So if I go here, no, that doesn't work either. Okay, so this is going to turn into either an exchange at c17, in which case I'm still going to live. I'm still going to win. If I just take c7, at any point here I can just abandon the fight and grab c17. I just have to make sure I don't die in Gote here, which this might have just been. Yeah, this was just dumb. This was just dying in Gote level dumb. I should have grabbed c17. Okay. Well, he's going to humor me and play e6. So now I can make it a ko. No, it's not a ko. Yeah, I need to just grab c17 now. Cut my losses here. I'm still winning for sure. I have 4 corners. He made points here, but I've got to still be winning here. But this was dumb. I'm sure there was a better way to play this and live. Okay, so he's moving on to other things. Got to keep an eye on the clock. Any reason not to connect here? Is there anything that much bigger? Not really. Sure, that's not even needed. I wasn't going to get out that way anyway. S3 is fairly large, H2 is fairly large. There's definitely stuff thereabouts. Let's just play H2. Not 100% I follow what you're saying, Ryota-kun. Are you still talking about this ko over here? Or are you talking about like starting a ko up here? Because I don't think that's actually a ko. Okay, this is a big move. But I don't think it works. If he goes F13 and I go here, and then he goes E13 and I go here, then he connects at D13 and I go here. Yeah, I don't think he can afford that. Oh my gosh, now I'm lagging too. I think I have enough liberties to play E11 after these. Comes out to the same thing. He has to play. The ko up here? No, you're right. I guess I agree. Like, I probably could have gotten away with playing a few more threats instead of answering this. I'm not disagreeing. He's clearly aiming at some sort of trickery here, but it's not going to work. He doesn't have enough liberties. So if I go here and he goes D16 and I go D15, yeah, we're definitely still fine. And we made more points here than we strictly deserved, so I call this a win. Yeah, you're right. I shouldn't have given him the double threats here. I had plenty more like opportunities. Now's the right time. He can't play a17. He has 15. Now we can capture Incente. Everyone's happy. If by everyone you mean me. I can make this a real ko now, but there's no reason to. Yeah, 018's worth something now. Don't have to do it right away. I feel like S4 might be a little bit bigger than 018. I'm not sure. Might as well just grab 018. I don't think I need to be too careful in this endgame. Wait, what's dead? I don't know what you're talking about. Hashtag dead what? Can't white connect where? I don't know what you're referring to. You realize there's a stream delay, right? Like what you say is no longer on the screen. No, you can't. If he plays D16, I play here. And he's cut. Okay, phew. You scared me. Yeah, I have enough flips. I'm not being very optimal here. Yeah, M4 goes worth half a point. This is safe, right? Yeah, this is safe. In fact, I don't even need a follow-up here. Yeah, we're good there. $17 seconds, just keeping track. Let's just play that for more time. What? Still not sure what you're talking about. I think G1 is more optimal for him here, but I'll take it. It's like +1 point. That's a 1 point reduction. In Gote. Probably better on game moves here, but sure. Yeah, that's a Twitch thing, unfortunately. There's nothing you can do about it. Yeah, like C5 would have been bigger than what I just did. Okay, finally he's giving me Sente back. Okay, I think we're down to the half point. No, this is worth a full point. Okay. Alright, half point Kotan. I don't really have very many co-threats, do I? Yeah, I don't really have any. Sure, I'll pass. He can have the half point. Alright, let's see what the score is. Wait, what? Holy... I'm actually behind. I thought I was way ahead. Okay, this is worth a lot more than I thought. It's fairly close, less than 10 points. But I totally miscounted there. Okay, so clearly the bug was here. I did not need to do this. I could very easily have found whatever the most effective way is to eliminate this co-threat. Let him come in here. Because I have co-threats here too. And this is still an option. So if I go here, he takes the co I connect, so he clearly can't allow that. So okay, let's say I just win the co outright, then assuming white lives here, this is not the right sequence of moves. I'm just making a score estimator be reasonable, which of course it refuses to do. Okay, then we have a small but maintainable, quite easily maintainable lead. And if we don't just outright win the co without giving up anything in return, like, well, we already gave him the corner. Weird. Yeah, I was a bit ahead. I wasn't, even at this point, I wasn't as ahead as I thought. I let him get too much in the center. So yeah, maybe the bug goes all the way back to even earlier. This was too far, which let him split me and then get like thickness here in Sente. I think maybe the solution would have been to just go one line back here. Now this doesn't work nearly as well because of, well, any number of options. This allowed him to get as much space as he wanted. Maybe this was too lax as well. Like this would have been better here. I just didn't want him to get all this territory down here. Like that. This would have been pretty bad too. Still small, but my sizable lead. Sorry, not sizable, but maintainable. Yeah, he got to attack that stone and build walls. I totally agree with I totally agree with Ryota-kun. Interesting. Well, my count was way off. I didn't have time to actually count, but internally I